This call is now being recorded.
Hello everyone. Today we will see the problems with respect to periodic and aperiodic signal. So a signal is said to be periodic if it repeats. For example, RCB's losing streak in IPL. So every year it loses. So it is periodic in nature. But we will hope so it will be aperiodic this time. Okay? Now, what is meant by periodic? If it is repeated with respect to time. So, how can it be expressed? Okay. So, a signal is said to be periodic for continuous time if it is satisfy the following condition: x of t plus mt should be equal to x of t. Here, t is the period. So, this t is the period and m is a integer. Then this t ranges from minus infinity to infinity. Okay. Now, this is for continuous time signal. This is for continuous time signal. Okay. Now, if we want to get the equation for for discrete time signal, x of n plus mn is equal to x of n, where n ranges from minus infinity to infinity. Now, here m is a integer and here n, caps lock n, is the period. Okay. So this you will come to know when you're solving some problems. So I'll solve some problems with respect to periodic and periodic. You'll get a better picture. So why I wrote this big N, why I wrote this big T, why I expressed in terms. So if you add, for example, for 2 pi constantly, you'll get whatever, for example, sine x plus 2 pi or something, you'll get sine x. So it's the same thing. Now, we'll give some example. For example, first one, sine t is equal to sine of t plus 2 pi, which is equal to sine of t plus 6 pi, which is also is equal to sine of, in generally we can write t plus m into 2 pi. Okay. Now, you can say express this in terms of visually. So let me express in terms of visually so you'll get a better understanding. So this is our y axis and this is your x axis. Okay. Now it should sine repeats periodically. So this is your sine. It repeats for every 2 pi intervals. Okay. So this goes backside also. Sorry for the drawing. Yeah. Minus pi minus 2 pi. So 2 pi, 3 pi, 4 pi, dash, 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 dash. So if you can observe, for this 2 pi interval, it repeats. The signal repeats. So what is the period of the signal? Period of the signal is 2 pi. Now, second example, cos t is equal to cos of t plus 2 pi. which is also is equal to cos of t plus 4 pi dash dash dash. So let me give you another visual example. So yeah, let me draw this one. Yeah, so consider this triangular way which is repeating with a constant period. For example, let it repeat with a period of 2, 0. So let this be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. What's the period? Period is equal to 2. So this is with respect to time. So this is your signal x of t. So now we have seen visually and in terms of mathematically how the periodic signal repeats. Okay. Now we need to solve some problems. So in order to solve some problem, you should know what is meant by fundamental frequency. For example, you have sine of omega t. Now you want to know what is the time period t. So this formula is given by t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So this you have to remember for continuous time signal. For continuous time signal t. T is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, where omega naught is the fundamental frequency. Fundamental frequency. So using this t is equal to 2 pi by omega, where t is the time period for continuous time signal. So using this one, we are going to solve problems. Okay. Okay. Now, okay. So we have to determine whether the signals are periodic, which means which repeats with respect to time or not. If it is periodic, so find the period. So you have a signal here. So you have to say whether the signal is periodic or not. So if you say it is periodic, then find the period. So what is the period? So for what time it repeats? Okay, so that is the question which has been asked. So we will solve some problems with respect to this. Okay, so the first question is x of t is equal to sine pi by 4 into t. Now, as I said, we can use the previous formula. X of t is equal to, we can express this as sine of omega naught into t. Here omega naught is equal to pi by 4. So what is the time period t? T is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So which is equal to 2 pi by 4, which is equal to pi gets cancelled, t is equal to 8. So 8 is the period of the signal. Now let us go to some more problems. The second one. So let me write it in red ink so that will be more clearer for you. Okay. Now x of t is equal to sine pi by 4 plus 21 by 4 into t. So if you consider this example, we should show whether the signal is periodic or not. Then if it is periodic, find the period. So t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. Here omega naught, this is in terms of expressed in terms of sine omega naught into t. So what is omega naught? 2 pi divided by 21 by 4, which is equal to 8 pi by 21. Okay. Now we will solve some more problems. Okay. So yeah, if x of t is equal to cos square phi t. So whenever they give like this in terms of some formula, you have to simplify. What is cos square theta? 1 plus cos 2 theta by 2. Using that we'll solve. So x of t is equal to cos square phi t 1 plus cos 10t by 2. So x of t is equal to half plus half of cos 10t. So t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. What is omega naught? Omega naught is equal to 10 cos omega naught into t. So 2 pi by 10, which is equal to pi by 5. Okay. Now, so here you can see only one x sine of t or sine of phi t or cos square t. So if more than one term is given, if you want to find whether the signal is periodic or not periodic and find the period, so what you have to do? So if x of t is equal to x1 of t and x2 of t, where x1 and x2 are periodic signal with period t1 and t2, then the periodicity or the period of the total signal is equal to t1 by t2, which is equal to n by m. So you may not understand. So this should be a rational number for the signal to be periodic. So we will solve some problems in order to get them essence. Okay. So we'll solve this problem. We'll solve one problem and then we will come to this explanation again so that you will get a better understanding. Okay. So let me take this example. X of t is equal to sine pi by 4 into t plus cos pi by 3 into t. So what is the objective here is to find whether the signal is periodic or not, and if it is periodic, find the period. So let us take x of t is equal to x1 of t plus x2 of t. Now, what is x1 of t? X1 of t is equal to sine of pi by 4 into t. Now, what is the period? T1 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So, what is this omega naught? Pi by 4 for this signal. Sine pi by 4 into t. So, what is your period? T1 is equal to 8. So, we will take for x2 of t. x2 of t is equal to cos of pi by 3 into t, which implies period t2 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, which is equal to 2 pi divided by pi by 3, which is equal to 6. So now there are two periods t1 and t2. So according to the definition, the total period of the signal t1 by t2 should be a rational number for the signal to be periodic. So t1 by t2 is equal to 8 by 6, which is equal to 4 by 3 which is a rational number. Therefore, it is periodic. So, we'll go to the definition back. If x is equal to x1 of t plus x2 of t, if they are periodic signals with period t1 and t2, then t1 by t2, which is equal to n of them, should be a rational number for a signal to be periodic. So I hope you have understood with this simple example. So I have found out the signal whether it's periodic or not. So how to find the period of this signal? Because for this signal period is t1 and for this one is t2. So we'll solve another problem to get a better understanding. Okay. So let me take this example. Hmm, yeah. Let me take this example. X of t is equal to sine 3 pi by 4 into t plus cos pi pi by 7 into t. So we have to show whether the signal is periodic or not periodic according to the previous definition. So if it is periodic, we have to find the period. Okay. How to solve this one? So like previously we'll solve. So x1 of t is equal to sine of 3 pi by 4 into t. Here period t1 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. Okay. Now 2 pi by 3 pi by 4, which is equal to 8 by 3. So this is t1. For t2, x2 of 2 is equal to cos of 5 pi by 7 into t. For this one, period t2 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, which is equal to 2 pi by 5 pi by 7. So which is equal to 14 by 5. Now we have T1 and T2. For the signal to be periodic, the ratio by T2 should be a rational number. So 8 by 3 divided by 14 by 5, which is equal to 20 by 21. If you solve this one, so this is a rational number. Therefore, it is periodic. Now, as I told earlier, we know that the signal is periodic. Now, if they ask what is the period, so we have to find the period. So it is easy. Period t is equal to, we have t1 by t2 is equal to 20 by 21. So the period of the signal is either 21 into t1 or 20 into t2. How? 21 into t1 or 20 into t2. So this is the period. So 21 into t1. What is the value of t1? 21 into 8 by 3. Or 20 into t2. What is the value of t2? 14 by 5. So if you solve this, you will get 56 as the answer, either this or this. Okay. So this is how you have to solve the problems. So there will be variety of problems, so you have to solve this in order to get that. Okay. So I think we will take, so I have taken x1 of t and x2 of t. So let me take a problem which involves another component, which is x3 of t. So in that case, what we have to do, we will see and I'll solve a problem. Okay. Okay. There is it. Yeah. So this was the second one. Let me solve another problem here. Yeah. Okay. So now x of t is equal to cos 3t plus cos 5t plus cos 7t. So now there are three variables x1 of t, x2 of t, and x3 of t. So let us see how to solve this problem. Okay. So we'll take x1 of t is equal to cos 3t, which implies t1 is equal to 2 pi by omega 1, which is equal to 2 pi by 3. Similarly, for x2 of t is equal to cos 5t, which is equal to t2 is equal to 2 pi by omega 2, which is equal to 2 pi by 5. x3 of t is equal to cos 70, which is t3 is equal to 2 pi by omega 3, which is equal to 2 pi by 7. So we have t1, t2, and t3. So when there are three signals, what we have to do? First, we have to find t1 by t2, whether it's rational or not. So 2 pi by 3 divided by 2 pi by 5. So what's the answer? 5 by 3. Then we also have to find what is t1 by t3. For if there are more than two signals, so 2 pi by 3 divided by 2 pi by 7, which is equal to 7 by 3. So these two, t1 by t2 and ty by 3, are rational number. Therefore, they are periodic. So now we know they are period. So now we know that they are periodic. So we have to find the periodicity. So last time what we did, we directly multiplied 3t1 or 5t2, but here it is not the case. So when there are three signal, you have to find them LCM of the denominators. So we have t1 by t2 is equal to 5 by 3, and t1 by t3 is equal to 7 by 3. So LCM of the denominators. So LCM of denominators of t1 by t2, comma t1 by t3. So what is the LCM of the denominator of 3 comma 3, which is equal to 1. Therefore, period is equal to 3t1 or 5t2. So if the LCM was anything else, you had to multiply. So since the LCM is 1, there is no problem here. So we will take the problem where the LCM is different. So what you have to do in such cases, I will say. So now, as it is 1, we need not care. So we can directly write 3t1 or 5t2 or 7 3t or 7 3t. So if you solve this, you'll get 3 into t1, which is equal to 2 pi by 3, which is equal to 2 pi. So this is the period. So let me take the example where the LCM is not 1, and we'll solve some problems. Okay. Now now let me take a problem where the LCM is uh, not 1, so that you will get a better understanding. Okay. Mm, yeah. Okay. Yes. So x of t is equal to cos pi by 2 into t plus cos pi by 3 into t plus cos pi by 4 into t plus cos pi by 5 into t. So our main objective here is to see whether the signal is periodic or not. If it is periodic, we have to find the period. So let us solve the problem. So let x of t is equal to x1 of t plus x2 of t plus x3 of t plus x4 of t. Now x1 of t is equal to cos pi by 2 into t. For this one, period t1 is equal to 2 pi by 2, which is equal to 4. Similarly, x2 of t is equal to cos pi by 3 into t, which implies t2 is equal to 2 pi by 3, which is equal to 6. Now x3 of t and x4 of t. So x3 of t. So x3 of t is equal to cos pi by 5 into t. For that, t3 is equal to 2 pi by 4, which is equal to 8. Now x4 of t. Okay, let me solve here. x4 of t. No, let me solve there. It will be in order. Okay, x4 of t is equal to cos, this should be pi by 4. Okay, pi by 5 into t, which implies t4 is equal to 2 pi by 5, which is equal to 10. Now 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So these are the t1, t2, t3 and t4. Now what I told, t1 by t2 we have to find, then t1 by t3, then t1 by t4. So if this ratio is rational, then it is periodic. So t1 4 by 6, t1 by t3 4 by 8, another one 4 by 10. So which is equal to 2 by 3 rational periodic, 1 by 2 rational periodic, and 2 by 5, which is rational and periodic. Now we have to find the period. So what I told, LCM of the denominator. So LCM of denominator, which is 3 to 5. So what is the LCM of 3 to 5? Which is 30. So now after taking the denominator, in order to find the period, what we have to do? We have to do t1 by t2, which is equal to 2 by 3 into 30 by 30. So which is equal to 20 by 30, which is equal to 2 by 3. So this is the one. And t1 by t3, which is equal to 1 by 2 into 30 by 30, which is equal to 15 by 30. Then t1 by t4 is equal to 2 by 5 into 30 by 30, which is equal to 12 by 30. So we have got this ratio. Now in order to find the period, period is equal to t1 times 3 or 2 times t2 or 15 times t3 or 12 times t4, anything. So let me take t 3 times t1. So if you take 3 times t1, let me use red color since it's down. 3 times t1, what is the value of t1? 4. So 4 into 3, which is equal to 12. Okay, sorry, this should be 20 by 30 as it is. So this should be 30 times t1, and this should be 20 times. Okay, so it should be 30 into 4, which is equal to 120. So now this is how we solve the problem. Now we have seen all the problems where we are saying rational periodic. I have not shown like whether it's irrational or not. So let me take a problem where it is irrational so that you will get a correct idea. Okay. So now we will solve a problem which involves, which is not periodic, so which is irrational. So if I do problems only on rational, you'll you'll think I'll give problems only on a rational and it is periodic and you can solve. No. Okay, so let us take this example. X of t is equal to cos of root 2t plus sine of pi by 4 into t. So for this, whether the signal is periodic or not periodic, if it is periodic, find the period. So x1 of t plus x2 of t, as usual. So here x1 of t is equal to cos of root 2t, which implies t1 is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, which is equal to 2 pi by root 2. Now x2 of t is equal to sine of pi by 4 into t, which implies t2 is equal to 2 pi by 4, which is equal to 8. Now, for the signal to be periodic, T1 by T2 must be a rational number. So, T1 by T2, if you take, you'll end up as pi by 4 root 2. Now, whether the signal is periodic or not, so for this example, it is not a rational number since denominator contains root 2. So denominator has root 2, therefore not periodic, and it is an irrational number. So this is the example for that. So now we have solved some problems with respect to periodic signal, whether signal is periodic or not, and find the period. And we have solved some problems like when there are two terms, when there are three terms. So whatever we have solved, so this is for continuous time signal. So for discrete time signal, what is the condition? Okay, there it was directly t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, but for discrete time signal, this omega naught is different. Okay, so the condition also will be different. So first we'll make a note of it. Okay, so you have to remember, for discrete time signal, for discrete time signal, x of n is equal to, if it is given as sine omega naught n. So for a discrete signal, it will be this omega. Okay, where omega naught is discrete, then x of n plus n, so where n is the period, is equal to sine of omega naught into n plus n. Okay, now sine of omega naught n plus n into omega naught. So this sine of omega naught n plus 2k pi for the signal to be periodic. Okay, so if you equate this to n into omega naught is equal to 2k pi, then n by k, one minute, n by k is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. Okay, so this is the condition for periodicity for discrete time signal, and this ratio n by k should be a rational for periodic signal. So using this condition, we have to solve for discrete time signal. Okay, for discrete time signal. Okay, so in the previous condition t is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, so here n by k is equal to 2 pi by angular for discrete omega naught. So this is the variation, and n by k should be a rational number. So we will solve some problems with respect to discrete time signal so that you will get a better understanding. Okay, now the first problem we will take x of n is equal to, we'll take a simple problem first, cos 7 pi by 5 into n. Now this implies x of n is equal to cos of omega naught n. We have to find whether the signal is periodic or not periodic. If it is periodic or not, if it is periodic, find the period. So we have for discrete, when it is given as x of n, for continuous it will be x of t. So n by k is equal to 2 pi by omega naught. So 2 pi divided by 7 pi by 5, which is equal to 10 by 7. So this ratio n by k is equal to 10 by 7. It's a rational number, therefore it is periodic. So what is the period? N by k is equal to 10 by 7. So n is the period. So n is equal to 10. Directly you can write. Okay. So this was the first problem. Let me solve another problem. So let me take the terms which involves 2. So for example, let me take this one. X of n is equal to cos pi by 3 into n plus sine pi by 4 into n. So let me take this example and let me solve this one. So let me use greening for this one. So x1 of n is equal to cos pi by 3 into n. This means cos omega naught n. So what is our n1 by k? 2 pi divided by pi by 3, which is equal to 6. So this implies n1 is equal to 6. Now x2 of n. So x2 of n is equal to sine of pi by 4 into n, which is equal to n2 by k, which is equal to 2 pi by omega naught, which is equal to pi by 4, which is equal to 8. So we have n2 as 8. So now we have n1 is equal to 6 and n2 is equal to 8. So to find out whether it is periodic or not periodic, what we have to do here is we have to find, like in the previously, for we had find t1 by t2, here n1 by n2. So n1 by n2 is equal to 6 by 8, which is equal to 3 by 4. So whether this number is rational, yes, therefore it is periodic signal. So what is the period? Period is equal to 4 times n1 or 3 times n2. What is this 4 times n1? Let me write it here. 4 times 6, which is equal to 24 is the period. Okay. Now we have seen for discrete time signal which involves one term and two term. Let me go to some problem which involves, like, where we use some formula to solve this one. So let me take another example. So yeah, so this is a subject where you have to practice daily. Okay, so make sure you write this and learn. Okay, so we will take this problem. X of n is equal to sine of pi by 3 into n plus, sorry, into sine of pi by 4 into n. So in the exam they'll give you problems like this, so you have to solve it. How can you solve this? So this looks like, let me write a solution here. This looks like x of n is equal to sine a sine b, right? Sine a into sine b. So what is the formula for sine a sine b? Half into cos a minus b minus cos a plus b. So this is the formula. So let us use this formula and solve. Half into cos of a minus b, pi by 3 minus pi by 4, n is common, so let me take it outside, minus cos a plus b. So this is a and this is b. So pi by 3 plus pi by 4 into n. Now what we have to do? We have to simplify. Half into cos of 12 common, 4 pi minus 3 pi into n, minus cos of, again 12 common, 4 pi plus 3 pi into n. So which is equal to half of cos pi by 12 into n minus cos of 7 pi by 12 into n. So we know x1 of n and x2 of n. Then we can proceed as like previous. So your x1 of n is equal to cos pi by 12 into n. Now for this period, n1 by k is equal to 2 pi by 12, which is equal to 24. Now x2 of n is equal to sine of pi by 4 into n, then n2 by k is equal to 2 pi by 4, which is equal to, sorry, so this is 7 pi by 12, sorry, cos of 7 pi by 12. So this is 7 pi by 12. So this is x2, this is x1. Okay, sorry for that. So which is equal to 24. Now n1 by n2 is equal to 24 by 24. Therefore, it's a rational number with period n1 is equal to n2 is equal to 24. So this is the period. It is periodic. Same thing, whatever you have done, the logic is the same. Only thing here, n1 by k is equal to 2 pi by that one, omega naught. So that is the difference. So if they have given a two or like more terms, you have to take them LCM and you have to solve in a different way. So for that, I will solve one problem. Okay. Yeah. So let me take a problem. Okay. Yeah. So x of n is equal to cos of pi by 2 into n plus cos of pi by 3 into n plus cos of pi by 4 into n plus cos of pi by 5 into n. So find whether the signal is periodic. So it is a discrete time signal. If it is periodic, find the period. So this is what we have to solve. So let us start solving this one. So we have x of n is equal to x1 of n plus x2 of n plus x3 and x4. So now what you have to do? So x1 of n is equal to cos pi by 2 into n. Okay, here what we have to do, n by k, which is equal to 2 pi by 2, which is equal to 4. x2 of n is equal to cos pi by 3 into n, which is equal to n2 by k, which is equal to 2 pi divided by pi by 3, which is equal to 6. Now similarly for x3 of n, cos pi by 4 into n, which is equal to n3 by k, which is equal to 2 pi divided by pi by 5, which is equal to 10. Okay, now x4, no, this is pi by 4. Okay, so this is 8. Now x4, cos of pi by 5 into n, which implies n4 by k is equal to 2 pi by 5, which is equal to 10. So we have n1 by k, n2 by k, n3 by k, and n4 by k. So what we have to do? Find n1 by n2, which is equal to 4 by 6, which is equal to 2 by 3. Okay. Second one, we have to find n1 by n3, 4 by 8, which is equal to 2 1 by 2. Then what we have to find, n1 by n4, which is equal to 4 by 10, which is equal to 2 by 5. Okay. Now what we have to do here is LCM of the denominator. So LCM of 3 comma 2 comma 5. So the LCM of the denominator is 30. Now after getting the LCM of the denominator, what you have to do? So n1 by n2, you have 2 by 3. So if you want to get 30, you have to multiply by 10 by 10 here. Okay, so 3 tens are 30, so 3 into 10 by 10, so which is equal to 20 by 30. Now similarly, n1 by n3, which is equal to 2 by 5 into 6 by 6. Okay, so this is n1 by n4 actually, because I have taken this one. So which you will get 12 by 30. For I will do it here for n1 by n3. So for n1 by n3, so n1 by n3 is half into 15 by 15, which is equal to 15 by 30. Now we have n1 by n2 is equal to 20 by 30, n1 by n3 is equal to 10 by 30, and n1 by n4 is equal to 12 by 30. So why we are multiplying this one? To make a common denominator like 30 30 30. So what is, now these three are rational number, so what is the period? So the period is either 20, either 30 n1. So let me write it in the fresh page. Okay, so what are the ratios we have got? n1 by n2 is equal to 20 by 30, and n1 by n3 is equal to 15 by 30, and n1 by n4 we have got 12 by 30. So these are rational number, therefore it is periodic. So what is the period for this one? 30 n1 or 20 n2 or 15 n3. So I will take as 30 n1. So what is n1? N1 is equal to 4. So if you refer previously, you'll get. So 30 into 4 is equal to 120. So we have come to an end of this periodic and aperiodic signal. So you have to solve many problems in the textbook. So this is just to give you an idea. In the next class, we will see the problems on energy and power signal. So thank you. Bye.